One of the perks of working in an apartment complex, if your residents like you enough, they'll give you free stuff. Cuban cigar from Cuba. I've never smoked a cigar before, but I assume this is very valuable. Woo! Sup people, CedLove here, aka the Black Mario Bro, and today we're finally gonna continue the video that I did mostly like a month ago on crutches. If you haven't seen the first video, please click the annotation here. But with that, we're gonna continue down memory lane. Last I said, it was a night after I injured my ankle. I felt like I was just gonna go to sleep. I feel like after I woke up, it was gonna be okay. The swelling did still catch me off guard, but I still, swell, put some ice on it, go away. But that night, I got up, had to go to the bathroom, and instead of putting down my strong ankle, for some odd reason stepped on my weak ankle. Don't know why. Guess I was just really dozy, but my injured ankle hit the ground. I barely tapped the ground. I touched the ground, and it felt like lightning shot through my body. So of course, I screamed. When I screamed, more of a whimper, ouch, crawl to the bathroom, because I still had to go to the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom, I'm doing my business, and I get to the point where I'm like, I think I need to go to the hospital. It's 11, 12 o'clock at night. I don't think nobody of my friends or family are up, so I can't really call or contact nobody. So I'm like, alright, let's just go to the emergency room. Now, I have taken my friend to the ER before, so the one I took him to, I knew that was the wrong ER because that was for pediatrics. I believe it was one for the kids. I knew that was the wrong one, didn't care, just I had to go. I managed to slide on some shoes. I remember I'm on the 3rd floor, so of course, I had to go down 3 flights of stairs, so of course, that whole thing. Middle of the night, with an ankle I never used, I'm basically just hobbling downstairs. Managed to get downstairs, get in my car, drive to the hospital. Get to the hospital, park in the parking garage, and I knew I had a distance to go. So I get out the car, and no matter what, I cannot put pressure on this foot. So I'm basically just one-legging it all the way to the counter. Hobble, 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 get to the elevator, push the button, go down, hobble, hobble, hobble. Now I gotta cross the street, so I look left, look right, hobble, 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 faster. Get across the street, gotta go down a hill, through a ramp, through a meadow, cross a bridge, fight a dragon, all that crap before I finally get to the counter. I get to the counter, and I'm sweating. I'm just drenched in sweat. Now I say, hey, I have an ankle injury. Can you help? And of course she had to say, you do notice the ER for kids? I'm like, I know, but at the moment I don't care. Whatever I need to go, tell me where I can go, because I just can't deal with this. They sit me down, they ask me all the questions, like date of birth, what happened, did you hear a popping noise when you injured? Which, is that the norm? I feel like that is the norm. They would ask you, did you hear popping noise? Just at the moment it happened, it was like, fall. Okay, it wasn't like, fall, oh snap. Alright, I didn't hear a popping. It was like a quick moment. So it was like, I don't think I heard a popping noise. Like of all the adrenaline, it could have happened. I just didn't hear it. So they asked me more questions, of which the one I feel like is weird. They keep asking me is like, are you pregnant? Which at the moment, I want to be so bad, I'm a dude. Why would you ask me? I know I didn't say it, but I gave him that look like, no. But now that I think about it, 2016, got people, changing genders left and right. You never know. You might have a woman who turned into a dude, but she still got her reproductive organs, so, she might be able to have a baby. So that is a dude that can have a baby. So, logically, not me, but some dude might be able to have a baby. So I guess I can throw that question out, but when they're asking, it's like, come on, is it really necessary? Go. So after they do all that, they put me in a wheelchair, and I literally had to get wheeled across to the other side of the hospital. And as I'm going, there's some dude, he's pushing me. He's like a volunteer, but very cool dude. He's talking about his life. I'm talking about my life, cool. But then he, asked me, what's wrong with me? I'm like, sprained ankle. He's like, oh yeah, I remember one time I sprained my ankle playing basketball. I thought there was nothing wrong with it, so I just went to the club that night. The next day I played more on it. Turns out I had a sprained ankle. So because of me not taking care of it correctly, my ankle was messed up. And, I understand what he's trying to do, but at the same time, don't tell me that. I'm freaking out as it is. Again, this injury is the first injury I've ever had, so I don't really need nobody ghost stories or war stories, because understand, you're like, hey, take your ankle, but let me see what's wrong with it. And then somebody else would tell me what to do. There's just white noise right now. Just, get out. So they take me to the adult ER, and when I get there, of course, I'm looking around, and it's so sad. It's literally one of the, I guess, saddest. It's a hospital, but it's literally just one of the saddest places I've seen. Which it was probably 1 o'clock in the morning at this moment. So I'm just saying, everybody, blankets, sleep. There are people who can't sit down because there's no more chairs, so they're standing up, sleep. And I saw this family, mom and dad, 3 kids, and the parents. They look uncomfortable, but they do anything. The kids, for some odd reason, I guess they didn't have enough chairs, so it's 3 kids just sharing one small chair. They just look so uncomfortable that it was like, can we get them a bed? Can they sleep in a car? Can we help these people? Can we help these kids out? Come on. Whatever they're going through, don't make it be worse by what they're doing right now. So so at next point, basically, more nurses came out. They asked me more questions again: pregnancy, disease, how'd you get hurt, popping, the general questions. After I answered all that, they pulled me to the side. Now they finally gave me a blanket. They gave me a blanket. They wheeled me to a TV, watching the news. World's crazy place. I hate looking at the news because it's always the most weirdest, baddest thing in the world. So I try to ignore that. So they wheeled me to my spot. I'm there with my comforter. So I'm sitting there and basically, I go to sleep. I'm tired. I'm like, out. So the whole time while I'm asleep, I'm basically just like, Because I was asleep, I thought I just kept hearing my name, but that wasn't the case. But it was just like uncomfortable for the wheelchair that they had me in. I was asleep. So after that, they took me to the X-ray. They put me down. They took X-rays, and I would say the most difficult part about that was they told me to angle my ankle a certain way so they can X-ray, which I could kind of move my ankle, but every time they told me to angle it, there's like angle, hold it. So like move your ankle, put it in the same spot for like 10, 20 seconds. It was so uncomfortable. It wasn't painful. I would say it wasn't really painful. It was just uncomfortable. And I hated it so much. After they put me back outside, this one, I think the news said it was like 2 in the morning. It was like 2 in the morning at this point. And at that point, I think they forgot about me. I honestly think they forgot about me. I was asleep. I was conked out. Like, I didn't even wake up out. At a certain point, they start calling my name. Mr. Love? Mr. Love? Mr. Love? Mr. Love? Mr. Love? So of course, when they flip the cover of my head, I'm giving that look like, what's going on? Like, where am I? I was out cold. I didn't know what was going on. I forgot I was in the hospital. Like, the wheelchair was uncomfortable, but as sleepy as I was, that was like the most comfortable bed I had in like years. They wheeled me to the bed. They basically set me on the bed, and at this point, they're still asking me questions. I don't know why they're still asking me these billions of questions, but they're still asking me questions. They sit me down. They finally asked me the words I've been looking for. Mr. Love, is there anything we can do for you? Yes! Take me to the bathroom. I had to go. I held that pee for like 2 hours. I'm not saying I couldn't like wheel to the bathroom. I just felt like if I went to the bathroom, they would have called me and I would be like, oh snap, I missed my call. So I was like, take me to the bathroom. Yeah, can't walk, so I don't know how I'm supposed to get to the bathroom. So they're like, oh, gotta go to the bathroom? Is there anything we can get for you? Yes. Oh, would you like some crutches or wheelchair? Yes. And again, I was just in a wheelchair. Didn't want another wheelchair, so I was like, give me some crutches. So that's how I got these bad boys. Now at the time, I actually thought they was gonna give me the crutches, and after I was done, they was gonna like, take them back. Nope, they just gave it to me, and I got crutches for life. I can use them for props in the future. Good for me. So I go to the bathroom. This is really not important to the story, but again, it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning at this point. So I was like, alright, I'm going to the bathroom. Ain't nobody finna come in. So I'm peeing, and some dude decided to just come in the bathroom. He just opened the door, and he's just looking at me. So I gave him that look like, can you not see there's only one toilet in here? Get out! He's like, oh, my bad. And he left. So I hobbled. I will say, that was the first time I officially used crutches. I haven't had many friends with it, but you met some people with crutches, and of course, the first thing you ask them, oh, are you okay? Second thing is, can I use your crutches? That's how it always is. So in the past, I played with them. I knew it was hard, but they weren't mine, so I didn't care. For these, when I got these crutches, I was literally walking like a deer that was just born. A baby deer that just got born. Now since I started walking, it's just like that crap. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. I got back in bed. I'm trying to go to sleep because, again, I think they forgot about me. Actually, it was AM, and I remember them saying, basically, they had like 3 to 4 doctors on call. So, the nurses was there, but like they only had 3 or 4 doctors like on call. So, the doctors, they were doing their thing back and forth. So, all I had was an ankle injury. If it wasn't broke, I feel like they're like, all right, he'll be fine. So I'm sitting in bed, and of course, I'm looking at my neighbors. Person to my right, they snoring like a lawnmower. Person to my left, honestly, thought they were dead. They literally were not moving. They might have been knocked out, but I thought they were dead. I was like, that is not good. That is, woo! Don't even see that. That was like the funniest one I saw was somebody way in the corner. And I remember the doctor, good for him, he tried his best. But the person in the bed is like, doctor, I can't do it no more. Just take the leg. And the doctor was like, sir, you can walk. I will make sure you can walk. Doctor, I just can't do it. Just take the leg. I will not, you are going to, I refuse to give up on you. You're going to walk. I just can't do it, doctor. I just can't do it. You are going to walk. I refuse to give up. I was just like, take his leg. Dude don't want to walk no more. Just take his leg. He gave up. Like, if he's cool with just having one leg, take the man's leg. I guarantee he can still get girls with that one leg. I said, boy, just takes leg. It was already said, like, I guarantee he's already crossed his mind. What's gonna change? I can't walk. Oh well, take the leg. After that, I go to sleep, and finally, around 7:30, finally get a doctor. She comes to me. She gives me like a piece of paper that has like instructions on what to do now that what's called. She gives me one of these. This is called a splint. I think there's like a specific word for it again, but again, I'm just gonna call it a splint for now. And she basically tells me I should be good and I should be ready to go. And this whole video, I want to point out, if you didn't notice, I never actually said somebody actually came to talk to me. They just kept asking me questions. Nobody actually came up to me like, you have a sprained ankle or you have a broken ankle. So at a certain point, I was like, all right, might as well ask. So what's up with my ankle? Broke, sprained, you know, lose a foot, like what's going on? No, you got like a blah blah sprained ankle. They didn't even say mild or severe or what's called. They just like, you have a sprained ankle. So I'm like, so what am I supposed to do? And again, they gave me a piece of paper, had instructions. It has something called R.I.C.E, which is basically R.I.C.E, which stands for rest, ice, compression, and elevation. Rest, just don't walk on it. Ice, no brainer. Ice, compression, that's what the splint's for. And elevation, which basically like keep your ankle high. So I got on that. The problem was, even though she said that, she didn't really tell me how long to do it. She didn't tell me how long to rest. I assumed, you know, until you feel better. She didn't tell me how long to ice. I had to Google that, and Google said ice it for 20 minutes, and after that, wait like an hour and ice it again. Cool, so Google got me on that, but it's like, that's like initially. They didn't tell me like a month from now, 2 months from now, do I'm still supposed to ice it? Do I'm supposed to be stretching? Nobody told me that. Compression, again, the splint. Compression, again, I did not know I was supposed to wear it while with the ice. I'm supposed to wear it while I'm asleep. I'm not sure I'm supposed to wear like when I'm truly like walking. Like, you know, nobody told me. In elevation, of course, just keep it above your heart. That one's not hard. So, for some reason, I didn't think about to ask her that, so life happened. So right before I was gonna leave, she's like, oh, Mr. Love, hold up. What's up? You gotta pay your bill. I was like, you bastards. Out of all this, you making sure that bill get paid, don't you? So they came in, they asked for my insurance and all blah, blah. I don't care about that. So after that, before I left, they told me I had to go get some pain relievers, which, even though I knew I didn't have none in my apartment, I was just so tired, I just wanted to go home. So I drove home, walked up 3 flights of steps, chilled in my room for like an hour or two, and guess what? I need these pain relievers. So I had to walk down 3 flights of stairs again, go to Walmart, buy them, come back, walk up 3 flights of stairs again to finally take the pain relievers. I'm saying, I could have avoided 6 flights of stairs if I just went straight to Walmart or Publix or, you know, someplace with pain relievers. But nope, I had to be stubborn and go home first. So I'm at home Saturday, trying the R.I.C.E procedure, you know, rest, ice, compression, elevation. And again, everything was working but the ice. Because ice is cold. I put it on my ankle for 20 minutes. I didn't put it back on my ankle for like another 4 hours. Put ice, didn't do it for another 4 hours. Ice, went to sleep. Sunday, I tried to do better, actually did worse. Iced it once, waited like until like nighttime. Like, oh snap, I got ice on my ankle. Iced it again, done. So then Monday came, had to go back to work. So now, I'm back at work. My job requires me to walk sometimes. So I'm like, all right, if I don't need to walk, I'm not going to walk. I'm at work, I'm doing my thing. And of course, I bring the crutches. Now, I will say that Monday, I tried my best to use the crutches, but they were just in the way. So Tuesday, I didn't bring the crutches back. That was a horrible mistake. That was a horrible mistake. So Wednesday, I brought them back. And again, the struggle is just too real. Like, the days I needed my crutches, didn't have them. The days I didn't need my crutches, they were just in the way. Just like, blah, get out the way. So after Wednesday, I never touched the crutches again. They were literally chilling in that corner like forever. After that, I was just walking around with my splint the whole time. Which, because of that, I feel like I probably permanently damaged my ankle. Like, I can walk. I've gone on jogs in like last month, so I can run, but I can't bend it the way I want to bend it. And you know, you can feel it. You know, you get an injury, you try to get back in the game, and all of a sudden, like in the back of your mind, feel it. Even though it's not really 100% that you feel it, so you can't really work up to your 100%. Like, that's what my ankle. So, I blame the doctors. I blame myself too, but I blame the doctors because nobody told me nothing. Not a gosh darn thing. So, because of me being at work and wanting to have fun, and then after that not take care of myself, I have these. I have these until I get rid of them, which, I mean, I paid for them. I might as well just keep them in storage or keep them under my bed for a while. So, that was an interesting memory. That was, again, probably one of the worst injuries I've ever had. Like, I mean, I've got this up here, and technically I got stitches from opening a can of cat food. But, that's a story for another day. So in the comment section, write down the injury you had, or write down the injury you had, but like what you did to like take care of it. Did you just basically walk it off? Did you have to get a cast? Did you basically have to go back to the hospital like 3-4 times before it truly got better? Or, you know, if you want to do it, talk about the injury you had and that you didn't take care of, and now your body's not what it used to be, all because of your negligence. Trust me, I know what that's like. But as always, I'm CedLove, aka the Black Mario Bro. If you liked the video, click like. If you liked the overall, click subscribe. And as always, I enjoy sharing some of my memories with you, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Hey! Next.